Hi, welcome back to the 371 Soils Lab videos. Today we'll be doing our second lab, the Sieve analysis lab, in which we'll be determining the classification of our soil we used in the previous lab. Let's dig in. So before we get started, let's walk through the equipment needed for the lab. First, we're going to need our 3-quart pan right here filled with a soil sample. Second, we're going to need our 3 brushes that will be used for cleaning the sieves. First, we have our wire brush right here. That will be used to clean the 3/4 inch to the number 8 sieve. Then we have our brass brush, which will be used to clean the number 16 to the number 50 sieve. And finally, we have our soft hair like brush, which will be used to clean the number 100 to the number 200 sieve, which are just the last 2 sieves. Next, we have our sieve stack right here. It will consist of 9 different sieves, as well as a cover and then a pan. The largest openings, which is going to be the 3/4 inch sieve, will be at the top. We'll go in descending order down to the bottom to the smallest openings between, within the sieve, and that's going to be the number 200. Finally, we have our small scale, which will be used to record the weights of the sieve as well as the weights of the sieve plus the soil sample. So the first step in this lab is we're going to weigh the 3-quart pan along with the soil sample on the small scale. And once it reads the weight, go ahead and record that. So the second step of this lab is we're going to weigh each sieve stack individually and record the weight. What I'd recommend doing is taking the cover off first. You do not need to weigh that. Taking the first sieve, which is going to be a 3/4 inch, measure the weight, record it, flip it upside down, and then reverse the stack, starting at the top right here on the bottom, and then working your way up to the bottom of the sieve stack up top. So the bottom right here, which is going to be top up here, is going to be the 3/4 inch, and then the top up here, which is the bottom down here, is going to be 200. So again, we're going to do 3/8 inch, measure it, record, so on and so forth, all the way down the bottom. Note also, record the pan, the weight of the pan at the bottom as well. So, the order from top to bottom of the sieve stack, how it's placed right side up, would be 3/4 inch, 3/8 inch, number 4, number 8, number 16, number 30, number 50, number 100, and then number 200 sieve. So the third step of this lab is we're going to remove the cover of the sieve stack, and we are going to pour the soil sample in our 3-quart pan into the sieve stack. So make sure you get all the soil. We're going to place the cover back on the sieve stack, and we're going to take the stack and place it at the table specified by the lab technician, where they're going to take this and put this in the machine over there, in which they're going to shake this guy and bring it back out. So the fourth step is once we get the sieve stack back from the lab technician, after they put this in the machine to be shaken for 5 to 10 minutes, is we're going to remove the cover, this cover right here, and we're going to weigh each sieve individually with the soil sample collected in the sieve. So once we weigh the sieve right here, we're going to record it, and we're going to put the soil sample back in the 3-quart pan. And again, place the sieve upside down on the cover. Same thing. Record the weight. Put the soil sample back in here. So do note that if we have some soil samples still in the sieve right here, we're going to take a brush, and so since this is a 3/8 inch sieve right here, the proper brush is the wire brush. We are going to essentially make sure that all the soil sample has been removed from the sieve. Note that when you are brushing, brush from the bottom so that the soil collected right here will fall through the top of the sieve. Whereas if we brush it like right here from the top, we'd be pushing the soil samples through the sieve right here, causing them to deform slightly. So again, make sure that you're brushing from the bottom of each sieve once you have emptied the soil. And then we would go all the way down through the stack, including the 3-quart pan. Do note that you don't need to brush the bottom of the 3-quart pan. Just turn it upside down with the soft brush and make sure all the soil is removed from the bottom pan. Note, when you're cleaning the bottom of each sieve, after you used it, you're dumping it back into the 3/4 pan. Make sure to use first the wire brush for the 3/4 inch, 3/8 inch, the number 4 and number 8 sieves. Again, that's the wire brush. Next, we have our brass brush, which we're going to clean the number 16, number 30, and number 50 with. Again, brass brush. Words are hard sometimes. And then lastly, we have our soft brush, which I believe is like I believe it's like a horsehair brush, potentially zebra hair. Yeah, I think it's zebra hair. We'll go with that. But this is what you're going to use to clean the number 100 and number 200 sieves. Also, make sure that when you before you empty the soil sample back into the 3/4 pan, go ahead and just weigh the weight of the 3/4 pan empty with a small scale and record it. Once you fill out the data sheet, the difference in the weight of the sieve from the sieve with the soil sample in it is obviously going to be the weight of the soil. So make sure to subtract the empty weight from the weight of the sieve plus the soil.